Okay then guys, here we are playing on Call of Duty Ghosts once again. Yes, I've gone back to boots on the ground and I thought I'd actually have a go on this one again. I have had a few goes before this as well, just trying to get used to it because, you know, even though I have my reservations and I didn't particularly like it in a certain way, it wasn't all bad. It wasn't like crazy bad, and it by far, oh, he's fucking melted me there. It wasn't the worst one out of the lot. I think Advanced Warfare did pitch Call of Duty Ghosts for that. But as I was actually playing it, now this particular map has come up, I don't know, probably a good few times now. It just seems, whoa, look at, Jesus, I nearly missed that one completely. Hello there, my friend. We're just going to wait because I know there's a guy just round here somewhere. Is he still there? Look at all those IEDs, man. Jesus, everybody loves their IEDs in this game. That is one thing that I do not miss at all in any of the other games since that. It's just all these fucking IEDs, man. They're just everywhere. I mean, if you don't have Engineer on, you're pretty much screwed over because you guarantee you're going to run into plenty of them along the way. You really are. But in regards to this particular map, though, Free Fall, and for me personally, with this particular map, I got a serious love and hate relationship with it. I really did. I remember when it first came about. I think if you pre-ordered it, you actually got this game, and with this, I mean, it just didn't work for me. I know a lot of people love to be running around with a Vector and a few other things as well, and they just seem to go and absolutely decimate people. And for me personally, I just found that people always were behind me, and especially down those long line corridors, just like that guy there. He just loved to be camping out constantly, and they just sit there and they just wait. And some of the little vantage points with the windows as well, it did really float my boat. So as I've been playing this the last few games, whoa, buddy, I've been getting me thinking about whether you guys, when you used to play Call of Duty Ghosts, because no matter how much people love and hate it, or, you know, saying this is the, saying that this is the worst game that we've ever actually had. I mean, everybody played it, and I'd imagine that most of you guys who watch this have actually played this. I think a lot of people pre-ordered it and whatnot else. Should we pick up this? Oh, look, we've got a Vector. I used to absolutely love this gun. And yeah, so I know a lot of people have actually played it. So I was just wondering, because when you look at all of the older maps on Call of Duty Ghosts, like Stonehaven, how big that was, and along with a few other ones that are just, I can't quite remember their names, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, they're not quite stored up into my memory, but we had some big-ass maps and some maps that really did not work out whatsoever. So when you look at this particular map, whoa, actually, you mother trucker. But when you actually look at this particular map, it's very small, it really is, and it was, you know, obviously, where the map dropped down, it obviously changed as it went along, and new little things that opened up and new little vantage points and things like that popped up along. Whoa. Fucking how did I miss that? Especially with the health on this game. I still did not pick them up. So, you know, this was one of the smaller maps straight away. It really was. So, fucking hell, I only just seen that out, talking too much. But yeah, it was one of the smallest ones out of the lot. So, I was just wondering, guys, whether you actually enjoyed it when you were playing Call of Duty Ghosts, because everyone moaned about the size of the maps, and this was one of the small ones, whether actually people got on well with it. Because for me, like I said, I had a bit of love and hate relationship with this one. I really did. But one thing that I did actually quite enjoy was this, the MTAR. Okay, seriously. But yeah, the MTAR, now this was very dominant. I think it was a bit of a toss-up between this and the Vector, because between those two guns, they were by far the best SMGs. And with this one, especially if you stuck that muzzle brake on and things like that, I mean, add a bit more damage to the range, because this was pretty much like an assault rifle, really. It really was, and you could just seriously go on some crazy tears. And I know at like one point the Vector was like one of the most dominant guns that you could possibly get. It really was, especially with the health and that. But with this one, I thoroughly enjoyed actually going back, and it worked really well with the silencer you see in here. How did I not see that? Jesus, he's got it on and he still fucks it up. But yeah, and this one was probably my favourite SMG. It wasn't my favourite gun though. There's no doubt about that. I certainly had a couple of, whoa, come here, buddy. There he is, just stashed up into that little corner. It wasn't my favourite gun, but it was definitely my favourite SMG out of the lot. I did prefer this over the Vector. The Vector, though, could have been, wow, it was an absolutely melting machine at some points. It really, really was. But anyway, guys, this is just me going back to Call of Duty Ghosts, reminiscing on the map Freefall, and just getting your thoughts about, you know, whether or not you actually enjoyed this map, you know, compared to the other ones, seeing as this was one of the smaller ones in Call of Duty Ghosts. Be very interesting to see, because we're just going to go back just a little bit to the past, just, you know, boots back on the ground, just trying a few things out whilst we're waiting on Infinity Warfare and a few other things, just to keep things a little bit more fresh. But coming up on your screen now is the subscribe button. If you haven't already done so, make sure you jump in on that, because I'm going to have tons of things coming up, especially with news and everything else that will be coming about soon. And guys, please drop a like for me and support my channel. This is Nearly Last, and I'll catch you later.